There's a popular meme running around in TradCon Twitter right now where there's a bunch of violent attacks going on, and it's, well, your predictable protagonist against your predictable antagonist, and somebody's saying, oh, I'm really starting to spot a pattern here. It's like, bro, where were you a year, 2 years, 3 years, a decade, 2 decades ago at this point in time? The FBI crime statistics are there for you to peek at any point in time that you want, but real shocking revelation that they're starting to come around in order to run cover for their favorite cartoonist. Ugh, y'all make me sick to my stomach. But here's another pattern that I've been pointing out for a while. Whenever there's weird alphabet agenda stuff that's out there on the market, it's always being pushed by these goddamn white women. Now listen, I love white women. You love white women? I love white women. But when it comes for being conduits for woke ideas, there is nobody more stringent to the cause than just these malleable dopes that run through the university indoctrination system. A New York City teacher tells kids, her students, that Nintendo characters have sexual gender identities. What the fuck are you talking about? Peach is a massive lesbian. Can we just go ask Shigeru Miyamoto? The motherfucker who made all these characters. He's around. A teacher employed by the New York City Department of Education presented a middle school students. So that would be from what? Is 6th grade through 9th grade? Is that the way that you guys run it? Because up here in Canada, it's grade 1, kindergarten, I guess. Kindergarten through 6, and then 7 through 9, and then 10 through 12 is high school. But I think, don't you guys run it K through 5, 6 through 8? That's middle school, 6 through 8, and then 9 through 12 for high school. I think so, right? Yeah. Anyways, I think I got that right. She currently teaches 9th grade, so that's not middle school, I don't think. And Remy Elliot, who is certified under the name Jeremy William Elliot. Just fucking stop. Post public videos on her TikTok account. God, the more I read this, the more I want to swallow a shotgun. She currently teaches 9th grade English. 9th grade English, and you're talking about where Yoshi wants to put his tongue. Fuck is going on? English at the Department of Education. Oh, of course, this is where these ideologues go. They get security and safety in their position from the government, and they get to push all this stuff. Isn't that wonderful? Why is the public school system in the shape that it is right now? It all makes fucking sense. After Fox News Digital reached out for comment, Elliot deleted the videos in question and put her account on private. Oh my god, somebody's trying to hold me accountable. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's the far right attacking us. Sure. At an after-school program for the DOE's school, Gay Straight Alliance Club, I want to die that that's a thing, Elliot went through a series of Nintendo characters and ascribed to the fictional game characters a variety of sexualities and gender identities. So the GSA for the school that I teach at decided to do a PowerPoint night, and I decided to combine 2 of my favorite interests into one. It's obviously not dick, because a good fucking would really set you straight. Jesus Christ. This is dubiously assigning genders and sexualities to classic Nintendo characters. Her justification, or that's justification, whatever's justification, is just great too. Yoshi is a trans man. A trans dinosaur, you idiot. But, alright, well, the idiot was already presupposed. He is just living his best life with Birdo. Birdo's kind of odd, because Birdo might actually be a tranny, if you know anything about the lore. What was that? I think the instruction manual in Super Mario Brothers 2, which actually really isn't Super Mario Brothers 2. It's so fucking weird. And I know so much about old school video games anyways, so I just know that this is all fucking nonsense. And the top surgery turned out amazing. What the fuck are you talking about? No scars whatsoever. We love that for him. What is going on? It's just pixels. It's pixels, you moron. Of course, that means Birdo is an ace trans girl. Now, I haven't been keeping up on all the gay alphabet lore. What the fuck does ace mean? I don't want to know. And if you had top surgery and you're a trans girl, wouldn't that imply that there would be tits afterwards? I just wish there was a Mario to go and hop on her to really get her mind straight. No surprise with Peach. She's a massive cis lesbian. What? Whenever she's around Daisy, she just completely forgets how to speak. Like, does she not... like, obviously, she looks all of 24 or something like that, probably just fresh out of college. It's like, I know everything about all of those old school Mario games. My first Mario game was Super Mario Sunshine. It's like, bitch, you're stupid. It's like, she might be if we want to really take a look at the intersexual dynamics of the Mushroom Kingdom, Peach might be one of the biggest finessers that's out there. We're going to keep it completely 100. Like, yo, Mario's out there running through castle after castle after castle, and all that he gets at the end is a kiss on the cheek. At least at the end of Mario 64, she bakes him a cake. Like, Mario is the definition of a blue-pilled alpha. Like, he gets all the way up to the top. Like, he is the baddest dude. His name is known throughout the lands in the Mushroom Kingdom. And yeah, he gets the princess, but it's on her time. And you gotta point to Daisy, a fucking side character in all the sports games? Like, you're just leaving out very obvious things. At best, you could say bisexual, but I don't ever remember any Peach Daisy scissoring, but I haven't played all of the additional games. You've got Daisy, who's hella bisexual, polyamorous. No, I thought Daisy was created just to be the equivalent girlfriend for Luigi, but none of this shit makes sense because, as you can see, the vapid look on her face, it just, her eyes are staring holes into me, and she will ask your girlfriend out right in front of you. I don't want to say you're playing video games wrong, but you're playing video games wrong if that's what you took away from that, you fucking weirdo. And yo, you're talking into old Apple headphones? Like, I know public school teachers don't make shit for money, and justifiably so, but alright. Mario came out so long ago that most people forgot and probably marched at Stonewall, and he low-key says some transphobic stuff, but he means well. Yo, my dude's a plumber, he lays pipe, and he's constantly on the pussy troll. Like, I don't know how you get this at all. Next up, Luigi, and he's totally a demisexual dude. What is that? But he calls himself queer. What? Sorry, did I miss that? Maybe that was a side game. Was that Luigi's Mansion where he had to go clear out Paul Lynn's house? Like, what? Because he's just too confusing. He has big bi-wife energy trans. I'm getting dumber reading this, and is probably bisexual, but like, doesn't think about it too much, because if you don't think about it, it's not a problem. That's the way that I would like to approach the rest of this article. If I don't think about it, it's not a problem. Toad is obviously a pre-transition trans girl. What? She already has a whole new wardrobe with thigh highs and skirts when it comes out. You're sick. You're very sick. Stop it. Elliot told Fox News Digital that slides you mentioned were created in jest for the sake of humor. You went into a lot of detail for just some shitty jokes, and you were pulling out some weird references, so you can't just fall back to, it was a joke, bro. It was the exact same thing with the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir when they said, no, it's just a joke when we had a song about we're coming for your kids. And now look where we're at. No, I'm not buying it at all. It's also strange to point out that they have genders and sexualities, as being a cisgendered heterosexual man is in fact a gender and sexual orientation. Outside of you weird alphabet fucks, nobody in real life actually addresses themselves as such. It's just, that's a man. That's a woman. That's the end of it. Take your gender and shove it up whatever the fuck you have for plumbing. She continued, as part of my DOE employment, despite being primarily hired as an English teacher, teaching our established and vetted sex education curriculum was not only something I was hired for, it was something I was trained and qualified in. That's terrific. In other videos, let's see how big of a joke this is. Elliot discussed speaking with her school's assistant principal about how to bring up to her students that she is polyamorous. Who fucking cares? Nobody cares. You're teaching ninth graders. Ninth graders that are what? 15, 16 years old? 14. I don't fucking remember. Oh, and she's also in New York, so some of them could be 22, if you know what I mean. Polyamory is characterized as mentally unstable individuals, generally 4s and 5s that want to get together and can't do better in life, so they all just decide to pool their resources together and live together. Fucking yuck. I pride myself, yes, we got it, on being a teacher who is very open about her life. Don't care, teach English. And one of the things I'm very open about is my sexuality. Totally a joke though, bro. I have a trans flag, a bisexual flag, a non-binary flag on my desk at my work. Oh, but there's one thing I'm not open about, and it's being polyamorous, the teacher said. What are you trying to recruit, you fucking pedo? Just asking. I don't know how to handle that conversation because while I know that kids are more accepting of things like homosexuality, bisexuality, all of that, polyamory is not in the conversation. Not yet, just like you're trying to normalize pedophilia, now you're trying to normalize the rest of the mental illness spectrum. But you wonder why Gen Z ends up looking like, well, you can see in the little frame, right? You get this right? Yeah, right there. Just weak in both mind and stature. And yo, I've been out of the public school system. Like, I graduated in 2008 and I went into college and I started to sniff just a little bit of this in 2012 through 2013, 2014, something like that. Some of that stuff, it was more or less just kind of the feminism, maybe a little bit of white man bad. It was very, very light at that point in time. And now it's just expedited and raises some questions, a lot of questions, like, okay, why is that so permissive, and why do all of these teachers just end up looking like that? And another topic that I've spoke on multiple times beforehand is these young teachers doing weird, inappropriate stuff with their students, if you know what I mean. Because, well, you just take a look at the demographics of the teachers that are out there, and 89% of public elementary school teachers are female. 60% of high school teachers are female. 65% of teachers would not give up their work for a higher paying job. They like the power. That's why they wouldn't do it. But you want to know why most guys get out of the public school system and they're as feminized as they are? Take a look. You are more than likely, all for 8-9 hours a day, you're just likely to be instructed by women, raised by women, indoctrinated by women. Because, yo, the previous bitch we were looking at, she's supposed to teach English. What is she doing? Telling you about where digital plumbers are laying pipe. Most of these kids, 40% of children are born to a single mother. 80% of marriages end in divorce. It jumps up to 90% if the woman has a bachelor's degree. There are no strong male figures that are out there. Like, I'm just trying to run it through my head. The teachers that actually made an impression, and I'm not going to lie to you, I can think of, and definitely throughout public school, outside of 3rd grade and 5th grade, and 6th grade as well. Yeah, all of my homeroom teachers, they were all female. In middle school, junior high as we call it up here, 7th grade, I switched from female to male class halfway through. But even in high school, a vast majority, even my physics teacher was a female. She was just good at her job anyway. She just loved physics, so I got nothing but great things to say about her. It's fucking weird, but she's great at her job. 60-year-old cat lady. You can go fucking figure. Yeah, man, outside of chemistry, English, and social studies, yeah, those were all female and the rest were male. And really, none of the female teachers really had that much of an impact. Like I've said multiple times over, I don't remember 11th grade. I remember zero about it at all whatsoever. But yeah, my most impactful teachers that were out there, they were both guys, be completely honest. 5th grade teacher and 6th grade teacher. Mr. Burry and Mr. I forget his name. He's long gone. You'll never fucking see this anyways. God, I've gotten into more fights with female teachers. Not physical, because I'd beat their asses and I would never, ever, 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 ever hit a woman. Totally 100% being honest. I just never, ever, ever hit a woman, regardless of how stupid she gets. Leave the situation before anything arises. And if things start to get physical on her end, just start to video record the situation, okay? Let me teach you more than any of these new age teachers are going to. But yo, man, yeah, fuck it. I'll just drop names. Like my college program instructor, Laura. Oh my God, just ridiculous fights with her. But that's another story for another day. Mrs. Seeley in 9th grade. Oh, Lord. I make one fucking joke that there's porn in the trash folder. Then I end up catching like a fucking week-long in-school suspension. Shit was so retarded. But I'll tell you, man, those were the halcyon days as compared to what you're seeing right now with all of these atrocious policies being pushed, all of the CRT, the woke, the ESG, whatever those trad cucks want to tell you. You know why that shit's being pushed? is because you have female instructors that are out there that are just willing, in order to maintain that safety and security from the government, they'll just push anything that is a communitarian policy because that is intrinsically female nature. They organize societies, they run societies, which is de facto what the public school system is. They will run them on a communitarian basis. When it comes to men, they like to structure things hierarchical. The best performing students gets the best treatment. The lowest performing students get the help that they need. It's all on an individual basis. But when you just, we have so many kids, so many students, and just so little time, then you just get these blanket policies. And it's all about pushing what feels right, what feels good. But yeah, we'll take a look at some stats here because I think that this really points out a problem as to why the public school system is degraded as it has. Not saying that there aren't some good female teachers that are out there. I'm just saying in general, man, in general. Women make up 76% of teachers at public and private schools and earn an even larger share of the elementary school level. Women comprise 89% of teachers in public elementary schools, 72% of teachers in middle schools, and 60% of teachers in public high school. Yeah, the only place that men generally show up in public school systems is at the administrative level, your vice and your full principals. Elementary school teachers, in addition, are being the most likely to be women, also tend to earn less than teachers at higher grade levels. Just compare and contrast the curriculum. Do you think that somebody deserves more than $58,000 to be a public school teacher? Are you retarded? Jesus Christ, you get paid that much for finger painting, having your curriculum just mailed out to you, as opposed to somebody that needs to teach high-level mathematics? You think that that's an apples-to-apples comparison? Yeah, I don't fucking think so. Look, elementary school teachers make less than middle and high school teachers, justifiably so. High school teachers, $64K, and combined middle and high school, $54,300. Okay, weird. Yeah, realistically, it's not all that much because most teachers, they just kind of enter at the elementary level. Like, first you start as a sub. Everybody knows this, but you start as a sub, then you get a spot at a school, and then you just start to work your way up the chain. Unless, of course, I just really love working with kids, which is what? A female predilection. All they want to do is work with third graders. That's terrific. That's fantastic. If that's something that you want to do and you're doing it in good faith, fantastic, man. Go out there, live your dream. Not for me, but that's why I'm not a teacher. I'm a different kind of teacher. And I pick up people to pick up heavy things and put them down appropriately so they don't hurt themselves. That just has nothing to do with kids. But yo, like I prefaced this beforehand, white teachers make up 79% of all teachers in public schools. So I said, with these policies that aren't doing anything for the students, that are instead just attention-seeking behavior from the teachers, all comes from them goddamn white women, man. Woke white women are a drain on society. And until anybody wants to point it out, shit is not at all likely going to change. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and you get after it. Take care, everyone.